All right, so I got kicked out of Kindle and I can't publish my book on Kindle. And let me explain what happened. And this is a good warning to those of you who have seen those videos of people who, hey, this is a great way to make extra cash. Okay, so when I got laid off in 2020, I was looking for whatever, a piecemeal, a whole freelance, whatever. And that's what I'm doing. But I also saw these videos. Oh, here's a great way to make extra money. Here's a great way to make. Most of it is bullshit, by the way. But there was one that said, hey, why don't you publish a blank journal on Kindle? Okay, so I used my personal Amazon account and I went and created a Kindle account. And I thought, okay, let's see, and so, the video suggested, one of these side hustle videos suggested that if you have Canva, to go ahead and create that blank journal template, and then you can go to Kindle and you can fulfill it and then sell it. And I thought, okay, well, yeah, I'll do a blank journal and see how that goes, because again, I was about to start the process of this book, and I thought, well, let me try this. And so apparently I got flagged on my personal account on Kindle for trying to do this journal, because I guess the idea was that I stole the template, and I'm a paying Canva customer, by the way, so I did not steal anything or use a free it was a paid for. So I assumed on Canva that those are royalty free or whatever. So anyway, so Amazon quickly disabled my Kindle account, Kindle publishing account, not the one where I read the books, but the one that I create them, and was like, you violated our policies, whatever. So I think I sent a response by saying, can you explain or something? Never heard back, and I didn't think anything about it, because it's like, oh, it was again, another experiment of mine anyway, so who cares? Okay, why am I telling you this story? So when I've been trying to set up the pre-sale for the book, which I wanted to do in March this month, because the book is coming out in May, I, through the publishing, I created an Amazon publishing account, a business account, and had asked, well, what's the best way for me to do a pre-sale for an ebook? And they said, well, just, go ahead and do a Kindle, a Kindle publishing for the ebook. Okay. So I created a Kindle account with Whanging Dude Publishing. It was setting the book up and setting up the pre-sale. And then the next day, I got a notification that I have been kicked off of Kindle, because you have to give pay information, right? So you have to not only give bank information, but you have to also give, they have to validate that you're a real person, who you are. And so I guess my validation of who I was matched that old Kindle account, and they kicked me off. And I'm like, but I'm trying to sell my ebook. Wait a second, this is my creation. What are you talking about? So I responded by saying, because they only give you email response options, and I'm like, this is totally unacceptable. And also, why don't you explain to me why that was a violation of the other one anyway? So they're like, oh, well, thank you for your response, and it's going to take a while for us to give a response, and Okay. Well, Ingram Spark is the place for, indie publishers to be able to create something. And so through Indie Spark, I will be able to sell an ebook on these platforms. But the problem is, will I be able to do a pre-sale? So I don't know. So I'm working on the physical book pre-sale through Amazon, and I'm working on the audiobook pre-sale through Audible, which is an Amazon company, realizing that Amazon has way too much power in all this. And then hopefully we'll maybe do an ebook pre-sale through Barnes & Noble. And, so if you're and also through my website maybe, because my understanding is I don't read a lot of ebooks. I have a Kindle account, but I don't have an e-reader. So you can help me in the comments by telling me. I mean, I do believe I can still do a pre-sale for the ebook, and you can convert it to whatever e-reader you have. So anyway, it's one of those things where it stressed me out. The first day, I mean, I was cursing KDP. But then realizing that that's my personality. I'm the planner. I'm the person that can organize something well, but when it comes to execution or problems closer to the deadline, that's not where my best personality lies. And so anyway, so that's where I am. The ebook should be the simplest part of this. The ebook should be the part that, I mean, that's what a lot of indie publishers publish, is on ebook only, because it's easy. It should be the easiest. You write it, you format it, you put it up there. You don't have to worry about the actual physical publishing of the book or the recording and the producing of the audiobook. But in my case, it's the exact opposite. So I am not finished with the audiobook, but about halfway there. And then with the physical book, I've just sent the final edits to the formatter. So the physical book and the audiobook are on track. The ebook, so anyway, shout out to Barnes & Noble if they're able to do a pre-sale. But the other thing about the pre-sale is, I guess with any kind of publishing, through their sites, they want to make sure it's a legitimate product, right? So they're kind of, I've been told, oh, well, we're going to look over this and approve it for pre-sale. So it'll be pre-sale at some point, maybe not at the time in March that I wanted it to be, but we'll see. But it's these last minute things like, oh my gosh, the book's going to be published in May, and I would have liked to have had this ducks in a row and not have to have last minute problems. But you know what? That's part of life, right? I don't know why I still hang on to the idea that something's going to go smoothly. So that's the other thing. If you're a publisher or a writer and you're doing this on your own, and even if you're not doing it on your own, even if you're working with a bigger publishing house, it's just a lesson that things can go south and at any point, and you have to have the endurance and the stamina and the adaptability to hang with it. So, but that's another reason why, if you have a project you're passionate about, that's why you should try to do it. Because if you're passionate about it, you'll find a way to get it done. Like, I'm resourceful, and I'm kind of scrappy and I'll get it done. But it's because it's something I'm passionate about, right? So the reviews have come in. That's why I'm sending the final edits to the formatter. We'll see how it goes. And I will share the reviews in another video. So thank you so much for supporting the channel. Really appreciate it. And we'll talk to you later. All right, bye-bye.